Hello, and welcome back to the mothership. I am its commander, General Laksivrak. Thank you for joining us. As you saw in the title of this video, I will be showing off a custom. I'll actually be showing you two customs, one in progress and one that's finished. The first one I'm going to show you, we might as well just show it right now. Now this is still in progress. We will be making his weapon. This will end up being a traditional Athabascan bear hunter. See if we can't get that in focus. Yeah. He will be equipped with a traditional Athabascan bear spear. This, of course, is a night wolf focus. This is a night wolf head, and the King Grayskull hair has been put on there, and a King Grayskull body. I picked this figure up quite a long time ago, specifically for a custom, a native warrior custom, and it was on sale somewhere for $4. So why not pick it up? So here's just a quick look at, this is what's been going on. Just a little work, trimming and cutting. Like I said, we removed the hair from the original King Grayskull figure, and we put it on the head and face of, what's his name, Nightwolf from the Mortal Kombat figures. Then we will be making a traditional Athabascan bear spear out of this wooden dowel here. And then we will be adding a few more accoutrements to this figure at some point. So look for another video in the future of this guy when he's finished. I wanted to show you that so there would be something for Ed at Rebels, Reptiles, and Games to watch in this video. This next custom I'm going to show you, this is a gift to our friend Ed at Rebels, Reptiles, and Games. Shout out to you, brother. And taking from Gary's Grails. Gary, also shout out to you. I hope you're doing well. I'm going to tell you now, Ed, if you don't want to spoil it, turn the video off now. But you should watch this video after the after this arrives at your home. So anyway, without further ado, Ed, turn it off now if you don't want to spoil it. If you do want to spoil it, that's quite all right. That's quite all right. But I wanted to show y'all this ship, this custom reptilian starfighter that I've been working on. Y'all may recall about a year ago I did a video on this paint job. This was achieved with Dawn soap. So I laid this light lime green color, painted the ship that color. Then I applied Dawn dish soap in the pattern in which I wanted, right? And then before it dried and before it ran too much down the sides, I came back and applied this darker green. This started off as a, give you a look all the way around. This started off as a Buzz Lightyear starship. I think it was a Target. It might have been a Target exclusive, but this was the one where it had a lot of guts inside of it, and it had a lever on the back, and when you pulled it, the canopy opened and these side pieces opened up, and the Buzz Lightyear figure would stand up. And I think he had wings that would open up, and then I guess he's ejecting out of his ship. I don't know. But I only bought this for the, it has quite a X-wing minus the two wings, obviously, but it has a very cool look, I thought. So after gutting this ship, the the figure that came with this became a custom that was sent off to Captain Spaulding. Y'all check out his video where he unboxes those figures, those custom figures I sent him. But so anyway, so I gutted this thing and I took out all the weird mechanisms that opened these side hatches and the seat and all those kind of things. I removed all that. I was unable to achieve a good lighting effect inside of this as the ship came apart so many times in its action that there was just too much light shining through, so I didn't do any lights in this one. The canopy does work. And inside, we'll get you a look at this. On the inside, I've attached a permanent Lac Sivrak pilot, and he has a co-pilot chair. The inside is decked out with a cool snakeskin motif, reflected here also in these side pieces. All right. So yeah, take a quick look at that. Let me show you. That'll focus for you. So that's the inside. We have a co-pilot seat that is fitted for any, let's see, I should have had this ready. I have it fitted for your vintage G.I. Joe. So you can have a vintage G.I. Joe of your choosing there, Ed, to co-pilot with the Commander. This is a custom Lac Sivrak X-Wing pilot figure that I did. And he's got a steering wheel in there and snake skin on the floor. We have some jet burners that we painted and applied onto the back. We have some pieces here that we added. And then on this side, if you can see, we added this Rebel symbol, and it says, to Ed at RR&G, Rebels, Reptiles, and Games, the date from Lac Sivrak. So I hope you enjoy it, young man, and hope it fits into your collection. The landing gear can be retracted if you wish to hang it from the ceiling. Canopy opens so you can change out your co-pilot that flies with the General. And that's pretty much it. I'll give you another the bottom, the wing tips. So yeah, this piece took some time to execute a few of these things on here, but the most time that it took was really just the overall layout and making this little to and from tag that goes on the one side here. There was some holes in the wing from the original ship that needed to be covered up. I tried quite a few different things, but ultimately the snakeskin I thought was a good addition to add into the Rebels, Reptiles, and Games motif of the snakeskin on the inside. What really made this, to me, pick the colors and stuff was this yellow canopy. If it was a clear canopy, who knows what colors could have came out on this, but between the yellow canopy, I just knew that it was a reptilian starfighter and that Ed needed to have it. So I hope you enjoy it, Ed. And it's commemorated on this plaque with the month and the year. So yeah, this paint job I finished probably a year ago. So this is about a year in the making. Filling in all the holes and getting it all lined back up and glued together like it should be. Had to work on the canopy part. These two parts on the side opened up on the original one, which we couldn't have. There's no reason to have that. But it is an awesome ship for a custom. I recommend anybody picking this up if they want to do a custom. The figure that came with it was about 4.5, maybe 5 inches. And he laid down in this entire canopy, and it looked very unrealistic. But it is quite the nice size for two 3 3/4 inch style, 3 3/4 inch scaled figures. If you can get your legs on your Joe to properly sit in there. So anyway, I just wanted to show this off. I appreciate everybody. My custom videos seem to be doing much better than any other videos. And that's really what I started off as on YouTube, as a custom channel. And so to adhere with that, I think we'll be showing much more, doing and showing much more customs. Shout out to all my friends in the community who supported me on my customs. Brett at Collecting with Cool, Mr. B, Gilster. I really appreciate the kind words. I show those guys my customs when I do them, and of course Brett. I just sent Brett that custom space camouflage TIE fighter with the lights in it that he was so kind to make a couple videos about. I really appreciate that, Brett. I also want to give a special shout out to Gilster. He sent me this figure. This is the Cobra helicopter pilot. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure. So I had this figure as a kid. And I had a Tiger Shark tank, and a Tiger Shark boat. And I always had this guy driving the Tiger Shark boat because I never really watched the cartoon, so I wasn't aware of who people really were. But this guy always fit in nice with my Star Wars figures. He looks pretty cool hanging out with Darth Vader. But yeah, hey, thank you, Gilster, for finding me and sending me this. This is an awesome figure. I don't know how many people, do you have this? The figure or the copter? Like I said, I'm pretty sure this is the Cobra helicopter pilot, or gyrocopter, or whatever he might be. I can't remember. So I don't ever remember having that, but I always had that figure. So my cousin or somebody must have had that. But yeah, so Ed, if you are watching this, I hope this fits in with your collection, and I painted this up special for you and thought it could at least be the flagship of your Rebels, Reptiles, and Games channel. I appreciate your friendship, young man. And it was a lot of fun doing it, and I'm fairly pleased with how it came out. It was hit or miss there for a little while. I was at a loss for how to achieve some things, and I think it worked out well. And with the ship, obviously, Ed, you get a custom Lac Sivrak pilot, and then you have room here for your vintage G.I. Joe, or really any 3 3/4 inch figure that has bendable knees, like the vintage Joes, will go right in there as your co-pilot. So thank you for joining me, and I appreciate everybody who stopped by to watch. Please hit the like button. I really appreciate it. And I'll look for your comments down below, and look for more custom figures coming soon. I have the one I showed you in the beginning in the works. I have a duo that is almost finished. One half of the Duo is not quite finished yet, so I hope to finish that. And when that pair is done, we will feature them on a video. I'm very excited about those. I think they're super cool, super cool. We have a few more customs in the works. We have a A-wing, custom paint job A-wing that we will be doing here shortly. We have a custom Y-wing, and we're still working on the Falcon, the custom Falcon that was sent to us so kindly by Brett at Collecting with Cool. So anyway, thank you to everybody. I appreciate you. And as always, I will see you on down the trail.